Hi everyone, welcome to another episode. So this video is going to be a bit different than the last one. In fact, it's not even going to be about music. I kind of just want to like do what I want to do, you know? Like I might review like movie, music, grab it from up here, pull it down, manga, or I don't know. I do like three things, and that's watch shit, read shit, and make music and listen to it. And I eat. Oh, and sleep. I sleep a lot. I'm going to be jumping from media type to media type. And I'd be honest, if I just did music all the time, I'd run out of shit to talk about, right? Because this is about me and what I love. And, you know, I love music, but I don't have a personal connection to 90% of it. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite movies. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Scott Mother Pilgrim. That's right, mother. A movie that not only carves its name out with bass lines from a broken amp, but it does it with some goddamn heart, okay? Not every movie does things with some goddamn heart. Sometimes they just do it with some heart. Or maybe some goddamn. Now, I've come to realize over the past couple years that I'm just like a Scott without the like plot contrivances to make my life interesting. I play bass in a band. I'm into chicks with dyed hair. I'm an asshole. That's like the triple threat of I'm quirky and unique and listen to indie bands to fill the void. Like this movie is like, if you're a fucking kid who says that he likes to skate but doesn't even know how to kickflip properly, this is like on your fucking list. And as someone who says he likes to skate and doesn't know how to kickflip properly, let me tell you, this is on my list, okay? Like last time, I just kind of want to jump into what it means to me and why I love it. And like, everyone's watched this fucking movie, right? Like no one, right? What makes Scott Pilgrim so cool to me, outside of my first love, Ramona Flowers? It's got this like infectious feeling, right? That it never lets go of you. Like 1 second, Scott's doing a live show of like a banger ass song after like slapping the fuck out of his lead singer and guitarist, and literally the literal next second, a guy bursts through the ceiling and just like starts singing and talking about wanting to kill him and stuff. And then he like brings out his like hipster demon chicks, and I can't say that joke lands well anymore because I think the definition of hipster has definitely changed since then. But it's fine. It doesn't, like, that's the only joke that makes me kind of real inside. Yeah. Scott Pilgrim isn't a movie you can take your eyes off of. Between its like fast-paced editing and on-point writing style that both keeps you entertained with jokes, little jokey jokes, and some character motivation that keeps the movie moving. Some movies, they like draw on for too long and you have time to think about how like icky they are. Scott doesn't feel like a Hollywood film. It feels more like a couple of YouTubers like got together and made something like a bigger production. Like that's what it feels like. The thing is, I can't say YouTubers because YouTubers have a horrible track record with movies. If you got all the movies that YouTubers have made and you rounded them up into one Rotten Tomato score, it would be like a 20, and it would be like cool while you're 12, but then as soon as you hit 13, you're like, that shit was so last year me. Don't even talk about the Smosh movie. I was so young and cringy when I was 12. Yikes. I'm sorry, 13-year-old me. I really didn't mean it. It was just a joke. We like Smosh. Sorry. Okay, back on point. It not only twists genre norms and cliches, but it makes its own within the movie and makes fun of those. Anyone can watch this movie, right? Even people that love Michael Bay Transformers can watch this movie and pick it up and go, chef's kiss, Scott Pilgrim. And even though it's twisting genre norms, I think that's a hard line to, like, draw, right? You have to entertain both people that want something new and unique, but you also need to satisfy people that could just pick it up randomly because they see it as a good score or something on a website. It's a hard line to draw in any sort of media. This line between entertaining experienced consumers that have seen thousands and thousands of, or consumed thousands of things of this media, but also people who just, like, want to watch a movie on the weekend with their pop-pop and their mama and their grandpappy and their dog, Fido. He's a beautiful dog. We love Fido. It's not like 2001. When you think of something that technically, so like technical stuff over here, 2001: A Space Odyssey. My dad always talks about 2001. Has he made it through without passing out once? No. Have I made it through without passing out once? Also, no. It's a great movie, let me tell you. Great nap time. But then on the other hand, we have things that people that casually experience movies want to watch. Boom, Transformers. Boom, A Bug's Life. Boom, The Lion King remakes. Who watched that? Who wanted that? How much money did it make? Like $1 billion? 2? Or I guess I should talk about why I love it and the emotional impact it has. Like, this movie is one of the reasons I picked up bass. Between, like, this movie, that one guy in Mad Max, and, like, the drums. This movie has like, without it, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have that guitar and that bass behind me. That's really positioned in a really nice way. Let me move my jacket so it doesn't look like I'm a slob. Between that guitar and that bass, you wouldn't see that if it wasn't for Scott Pilgrim. And you wouldn't see this green screen behind me, or me even editing these things. Because those are all things that something inspired me, specifically Scott Pilgrim, to want to do. And once again, I think this just leads me to be a real shitty version of, like, Scott Pilgrim. In the way that I feel lost and I'm trying to compensate through media and music. Now, luckily I don't compensate through dating high schoolers. That's nasty, dude. That's nasty. And it makes me, like, hate Scott. But, like, why is Scott the main character if I hate him? Like, why is he so easy to hate in the first, like, 30 minutes, hour? Scott eventually finds what fills his heart, which is, like, his love of Ramona and the self-worth he finds in that. And while I have those things now, I can't say I fought off evil exes of my non-existent hot GF to do it. Like, I just kind of sorted out my problems by, like, crying or running from them.
Is Scott here?
You know what? He just left.
And I think that's one of the reasons you should watch the film. It has a fairly powerful message about self-worth and how when you don't love yourself, you can't properly love others. And when you come to love yourself, you can extend that love to other people. Like, I can't say it's a super deep movie. Like, reflecting on it, it's almost like a bunch of people got, like, a bunch of Marvel action figures and slapped them together. He fights Captain America, Superman. He was exes with Captain Marvel. Wait. Okay. So that means canonically, right? Scott Pilgrim has beaten both Captain America and Superman and fucked Captain Marvel. I can declare that there's a DC MCU crossover coming in the near future with Scott Pilgrim as its lead character. Fourth Avengers, here we come. Scott Pilgrim. Avengers 4, Scott Pilgrim versus Two Worlds. But Scott Pilgrim is an experience in truth. It's not meant to be looked into deeply. It's just meant to be a fun time that you can have by yourself or with friends. I really can't think of another movie I've watched that's quite like it. There might be movies that have, like, good soundtracks like Scott Pilgrim, or good characters, or good character development, or funny jokes. But nothing comes close to the whole package of Scott Pilgrim. It just nails everything that it tries. And, like, even if you don't like it, it's so unique, I think that you can at least watch it once and enjoy something that you'll like. Like, you might not like Scott because he's an asshole, and you might not like Ramona. Who the fuck are you? If you watch Scott Pilgrim, you can at least walk up to your mom and say like, you know, I just watched this movie and it had this dude who thought breadsticks didn't make you fat. Again, it's just another piece of that unique chutzpah that makes Scott Pilgrim. Fuck the norms. Play some bass. Love yourself. And watch some goddamn Scott Pilgrim. Now, I just want to say thank you once again. Like, the last video was insane. Thanks. It means a lot. Yeah.